Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Jay. Welcome back to my channel. Just dropped the kids off. I'm headed home now. So me and my wife can start our day. So we usually do, we have like a 45-minute walk at the park, and then we go get breakfast to start our day off. Okay, so the video before the last, I posted that on Sunday I will be applying to jobs. I think I applied to like 5, and then come Monday I'm gonna apply to more. So that was yesterday. So I did apply for like 15 jobs. So today, what I do want to talk about is leaving the nursing field or the medical field to join the IT field. So that's what my wife's trying to do. So she's used to be a hospice nurse. She left that. Now she's trying to do IT. I used to always tell her, hey, babe, you was there for like 8 or 10 years. You want to try IT because you always come back home, talk about these stories that make you feel uncomfortable, and you feel sad about a certain person that you was so cool with, one of the patients, and then something happened to that patient, right? Now I'm parking, guys. Sorry. And now every other day was a story that she would tell me. Talk about a story. I don't too much use backup cams like the new folks do. I kind of still like old school. All right, guys. So let me get a little bit more right there. So I use it sometimes just to see how far I am from the garage door. I don't want to hit that because that's expensive. That's like $3,000 to get that fixed. $3,000 for a new one. Can't afford that right now. All right, so I just parked, just got home. Right, so she want to leave that field to join the medical field, and that's what she's working on now. She's not sure 100% what she's going through, but I know she has been watching a lot of YouTube. Hey guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My phone just glitched out, which is strange. I don't know why I did that. So before that happened, I was mentioning that my wife used to be in the medical field, a hospice nurse. Now she's trying to become IT. So right now she's studying, like going through different YouTube videos, and that's a lot to do. You're trying to become when you're trying to come to the IT world or anything you're trying to do. Sometimes it's good to watch like maybe like one or two people, because watching a whole bunch of different people out, everybody was able to do. Everybody was able to get in something, but their way. They did it how they wanted to do it, or how somebody else taught them. So try to stick to one or two or three, maybe max, because it's kind of confusing trying to watch like multiple people and trying to figure out, something you're trying to get into. Okay, so she has, and I was always telling her, yeah, babe, you should switch over. You're not happy about with your job. But anyway, I said, you can always start off with desktop support. Once you get your certification, you can start off with that, because that's what I did. And trust me, desktop support, I'm not saying it's easy. It is tough still, because there's a lot going on with desktop support. You could be working on one thing and something else go down, or everything could go on at one time. Especially if you're the only guy that's there or the only person that's there. It's just not something easy. But you can start off with at a small company, very small company, where it's about a few computers that you can just fix there, and diagnose and everything like that. So that's what I was telling her. And I'm saying it's not easy to join IT world, because my next step right now, I'm trying to be into cybersecurity. That's what I'm learning now. Um, while I'm off now, because that's what I'm trying to go back to finish that. I want to go back to school and finish, some other things I want to do. So it's not that easy to transition from anything. You could be a mechanic and think you could join IT just like that. No, it's not that easy. Unless you did both, it's not easy at all. You could have been a pilot and try to come in. It's not that easy. So it's all about practice, learning, a lot of writing to memorize things. And I always tell people, if you're trying to get into it, if you find somebody or you getting trying to, if you find somebody that did that went in and done the class or anything, try your best to learn like at least 2 hours a day. Don't try to overfill your head with a whole bunch of stuff that's not gonna make any sense. That's not gonna help you pass. But just because you do get a certification doesn't mean you know everything. You still got to be hands-on on the stuff that you're using, like having a computer in front of you, Just because you're able to rip things apart doesn't mean you know anything. You just ripping things apart. Now you got to know how to put everything back in order, from, one by one. Because there's a lot to IT. It's not just one, two, three, and I'm in, I got the job. Nah. Because they could hire you because they see your certification, they see your resume, and it looks good to them. When it's time to come down to them questions when they ask you in the interview, mm. And then sometimes they hire you, go and you be like, I don't know what to do. Then you see the person Googling things, trying to see. Man, those days was crazy for me because I used to do it too. Because there were some things like some company have they different kind of programs where I had never seen before, never heard of, never thought of in my life. But I was able to manage through and then I figured out. And that time, Google was there, but it wasn't as strong like now with AI and all this. Man, you learn it quick. And people getting their certification in like 2 weeks and 1 week, like cybersecurity certification or their degree in cybersecurity. How you get that in 2 months or 3 months? Just cheating or anything like that. You're not learning nothing. You're not gonna. That's not gonna help you land a job. There's a lot to it. So I don't know how people think just because you follow these people and they say they got theirs in like 4 months. Be careful. Some of the people that did say that, they done did it before. They probably took them a year or two to get it, but they telling you that, hey, I did it in 4 months. All that is clickbait. Just be careful with those. Those are clickbait. They're just trying to get you money or just rush you to get something quick and then you're gonna fail. Nothing is that quick, man. It's not like you go become an medical field, you think you get your certification or your degree and doctrine and just like that, you think you know everything. No, stop it. You need to stop. So what I'm saying is if you're trying to join IT from the medical world, it's going to be a lot of practice, a lot of test taking, just you practicing on learning the system first. Start off with something small first. Start off with something small. Don't rush it. And number one thing, don't think you know everything. Always find help. Get help from somebody that's been in it before. Talk to people. Have like a group of people that you guys can talk to when you guys can go over things and stuff like that. Have multiple people in a group, like at least 4 or 5 people. Open up like a WhatsApp with you guys that's in there so you can learn what each other is learning at the same time. I don't know, go to like a school library and or a library and sit there and talk. Because it's always good to practice with each other around, with each other in a place where it's not loud, there's not a lot of people. Because you got to stay focused. You know, after you done did everything that you had to do, you have kids, gave them food, you do everything that's for them, bathe them. It's gonna now when you home, just have a spot that what you have where it's no noise at all. Only thing that you can hear is just the AC's on and you drop a pin, you can hear that. It has to be quiet so you can focus. As you get older, it's hard to focus, hard to stay focused. It's like a little kid. Like my daughter and my nephew, gonna be 8 and they're gonna be 10. Focusing, it's hard for them to focus. This is why I don't like these schools with like about 30 plus kids. I mean 25 plus kids in the classroom because it's hard for them kids to focus. Too many kids in there. So just make sure when you leave in that world to come to another world, it's not gonna be easy. I'm always gonna say that it's not. It's not gonna be easy. But is it possible? Hell yeah, it is. You put your mind to it, man, you can do anything. You can do anything. So focus is one of the key words. Focus. Um, have people around you that know the system. That's another thing. What else I could say? Eat good, eat healthy. That's another thing. Wake up on time. Sometimes you got to do something in the morning before you start anything that you love. You pray in the morning. It's a good thing. Wake up, pray, say a prayer, and say, ask God, hey, help me go through this. Help me pull through this thing. So I could become what I want to do in the future because it's goals you're trying to set. That's another thing. Set your goals for the day. Write out what you should be doing. Because then when you have everything in place, you should be fine. They might be sometime you skip something, but whatever. But have your things in place every morning. Start off the day, the night before. Start it off like that. Continue, so you got to be consistent with it. Because when you are, then it's easy for your body to, how would I say it? For your body to get used to it, so that you don't fall off track. You're gonna fall off track sometime, but you're gonna pull through. So yes, you can become. You could be someone you could do IT. You could do it. You want to be in cybersecurity, you can do it. Those people, the people that did it, they did it. You think it was easy for them, or not on that? If they could do it, trust me, you can do anything. Just put your mind to it. You can do it. You can do anything you want. Because I've seen a lot of people doing it. And that another thing too, people kind of get discouraged because they see a lot of people getting laid off in IT. They think, oh man, that's it. I don't think I can do it. So many people getting laid off. Man, there's people getting laid off everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, so don't look at it like that. It's not just one IT job out there. There's thousands out there. Tens of thousands. It's a whole bunch. You could be the city halls need IT. No matter where you go, any major company, they all have IT. They always need somebody in that field. Always. Nursing there, not really, but I'm talking what I mean, like companies don't have a nursing room for people. Not a nursing room, but like a nurse in that room or in that job for you, depending what kind of job it is. And I'm just mumbling around, but I usually do that because I'm, still learning this YouTube thing. I'm still learning this thing, guys.